Hi friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is just a little get ready with me. I had some new makeup to play with you, and that's what I did today. So let's just get to it. We're gonna have some fun. I have the ColourPop Toy Story collection to play with, so it's just gonna be a fun little makeup playtime today. So yeah, grab your makeup if you're doing your makeup with me, throw me on as background noise, whatever it is you do with these get ready with me style videos, and let's just get into some makeup. Hi friends, let's get into this get ready with me. I did already do my brows and I already primed with the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip Eye Primer just to get set and ready before diving in. I probably already mentioned this in the intro, but I have a good amount of newer things, a couple older things to fill in gaps, but I'm excited to dive in. Some of these are brand new to me, like I have not used them yet. Some of them I have been using, so I'll give you thoughts as I go through. But we're gonna start with foundation. This is the new Lawless Forget the Filler foundation. I am loving this. And it was like a surprise how much I'm loving this, because this is described as like buildable full coverage, which I don't tend to go for full coverage ever. The buildable aspect does make it more appealing to me because I don't have to have insane full coverage if I don't want. And it's also described as blurring. I tend to prefer more of a natural, satin, dewy. In that realm, I have normal to dry skin, and I feel like anything that's described as blurring or matte, not that this is described as matte, it can tend to look dry on me, so I was a little bit scared. I was like, buildable full coverage and blurring? We'll see how this goes, but I actually have been loving this. I'll just do like a pump or so on the back of my hand. This is the shade 2F. It's described as fair neutral, and this has been great for me. And I just go in like with a little bit on the back of my hand, dip my sponge in it, and then I just start tapping it out. And it is just such a pretty finish. I feel like it's very much like it does blur, but not in like a drying looking way. I feel like that's pretty much the only experience I've had with a blurring foundation, or even a blurring primer for that matter, is it tends to make me look dry or matte. This just looks like skin-like, but still blurred. And I've been really impressed with this. I felt like it wears really well. Like a little goes a long way with this too, especially for how I like to use it. I don't want a crazy thick layer of foundation. So this has just been perfect. I think the color is beautiful. I've been really, really pleased with this foundation. It is a nice feeling when something kind of takes you by surprise. I feel like I do very predictably know which like descriptions of products I'm probably gonna jive with. So when something that I initially assumed I might not like ends up working really well, it surprises me. The next couple things are things I already own. This is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Concealer in the shade 120. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this to my under eyes, hit up a couple areas, and blend this out as well. How are you doing? What's new? Catch me up. How's life? I've been mostly working and chilling. I feel like I've been spending my free time lately either reading, not that that's anything new, and also playing Animal Crossing. I'm still very much playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. It's still very cute and very fun, but I recently, as of like a week ago, picked up Animal Crossing again, and I am obsessed. I have not played this game in years, and I'm in such a happy place with it right now. It's been so fun and just cozy and cute, and I feel like it's just what I needed in my life right now. It's wonderful. I feel like I keep kind of bouncing between either terraforming my island or playing the Paradise Island home thing, DLC, where you decorate little vacation homes. It's so cute. And I feel like this particular concealer and foundation combo just looks really, really nice. I've been very happy with my makeup lately. I'm gonna go in with my Kosas translucent buttery powder for my under eyes, just to add a little bit more brightening. I think I started trying this tinted brightening powder like a month ago, and I'm really liking it still. I think it's really nice. I think it just melts into the skin really well and adds a little teeny brightening effect. I will say it's not insanely brightening on me just because I am so fair, but if you're even a smidgen darker than me, I'm sure this would have more of a brightening effect on you. But even still, I like just the formula of it. It's very just smooth on my under eyes and looks really nice, and I feel like it wears really well. And I'm gonna kind of just set my, like, around my nose and mouth as well. Areas that tend to crease more that I want to stay put all day while I'm in the salon. For the rest of my face, a very old product, the NYX High Glass Finishing Powder. I think this is my final one. I hoarded these forever ago when I first discovered it and then realized it was getting discontinued. So I think I'm on my last one finally. But I've definitely come to terms with it. I've talked about this a few times. I love the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. e.l.f. now has a pressed version of the Halo Glow Setting Powder, which I have not tried yet, but I probably will when I run out of this one. I just like a more glowy powder for the perimeters of my face because I don't want to look matte. I just want to look like I have some glow going on, and powders like this do the job perfectly. For bronzer, I am almost done with this product. It is like, it like moves around the pan now because it's so gone. My Fenty Into Sun bronzer, it's on its last legs. I think it has days left. So that's a very exciting feeling. Getting so close to being done with it. I'm just gonna bronze my cheekbones, nose, all that good stuff. This is an F44 brush from Sigma, by the way. I'm just going to bronze my cheekbones around my nose just to balance out my complexion. Don't want to look flat from foundation. For blush, this is still a fairly newer product. These are the blush duos from Glaminatrix. They came out with 3 different shades, and I'm going to use this one today. Been using these a lot lately in particular. I always, pretty much every single time I do my makeup, pair some sort of liquid and cream blush and then layer a powder over top of it. So having this little duo is just perfect. This is in the shade Muted Mocha. I'm going to start with my F43 brush from Sigma. I'm taking the cream side, and I'm just going to lightly pounce some of it on the outer upper part of my cheekbone. I will say with this product, I feel like I can, as long as I'm using a light hand and light motions, I can layer this cream product over powder and it doesn't really disrupt anything, which is really nice because I can do all of my blushing at one time. Because if I'm doing like traditional liquids, most of the time I'll do a liquid, then I'll set, then I'll go in with the powder. But I like being able to do both at once sometimes too. It's just convenient, you know? I love this kind of just lighter, warmer brown color. I think it's really pretty. And I wanted something kind of soft for the cheeks, at least for the blush, because I do plan on doing a colorful highlighter. I have a colorful tint to the gloss I'm gonna use. I'm gonna do, I think, a purpley green look for my eyes today. So it's all gonna be pretty loud. So I'm going to just let that balance with a softer cheek. Still lots of blush, don't get me wrong, but I just didn't want anything crazy today. Real quick, I'll just kind of take my powder puff from before. No additional product, but just to like make sure those like edges of that blush are blending in nicely before I go in with my powder. I'm gonna use this Lethal and Dexter brush and take the powder side now. I'm gonna tap it off, and I'll just very lightly kind of sweep some of this right on top of what I just did. It has a little bit of luminosity to it, which I adore. I think it looks really, really good. And of course, a little bit across my nose. Step I just simply won't skip. I actually need to bust out my first Toy Story product, the Sour Candy Lip Mask. I am feeling like my lips are very dry right now, so I need a little something. It's so cute. And it smells exactly like sour candy. One thing about me is I love sour. I love it so much. Nothing is ever sour enough. The scent of sour candy, like right now, I feel like my mouth is watering. I just love sour candy. Moving on to freckles, I'm gonna take my Nabla freckle pen, and I'm just going to add just a couple. I honestly don't want a lot today. Literally just a few. And then we'll move on to some highlighter and other fun things. I have some of the new NYX Buttermelt highlighters. I got the pink one, the mint green one, and this purple one. I always have to use tweezers or something to open this because I cannot open it with my fingers, ever. But I'm gonna use the purple one today because I am gonna have an accent of purple on the eyes as well, and I think it'll tie together nicely. This is in the shade Number 1 Butter. I've been using these colorful NYX highlighters nonstop. I think they're so pretty. They have that fun kind of coconutty, beachy scent. Like I think the blushes and bronzer smell like this too. I know the skin tint does. But I love the Buttermelt bronzer and the Buttermelt blush shades that I have. So when they came out with these, especially in these fun colors, I knew I was gonna snag them. I've thought about getting just like the light champagne-y shade too, but I'm also like, I definitely don't need that. But I love these. I like that just very soft kind of icy purple. It's very, very pretty. Moving on, I'm gonna set with my Milk Makeup Setting Spray and we'll move on to the eyes. So for the eyes, I'm gonna be using the Toy Story palette from ColourPop. She's fun, she's colorful, looks like the characters, honestly. Like, it captured the movie pretty well. And I'm excited to dive in. So I'm gonna start with my Profusion primer. I know I wanna do a fair amount of greens because there is a green mascara in this collection as well. So I wanna play with some greens so that I can use it. And my plan is to like really use the mascara today. I don't wanna just add a little accent on my lower lashes. I wanna actually like put this green mascara on and go about my day. So that's kind of my plan. So I wanna go ahead in with Intergalactic. I'm gonna focus this mostly on the upper lid. I'm not really gonna take this on the lower lash line. But I'm gonna use this Blend Bunny and Lens Makeup Looks L06 brush just to kind of pack it on this outer half and start blending outward a little bit. I want a little bit of a flicked out effect. Ooh, that's such a pretty green. It's very soft and light, but it still has a good amount of vibrancy. I like that. Taking a brown eye pencil now. This is from Urban Decay in the shade Tootsie. It's just like a, I don't know, like a rich brown. I'm gonna run this all the way from inner to outer, kind of drag it down just a little bit. And I'm gonna take a pencil brush. This is the L04 from Blend Bunny and Lens Makeup Looks. I'm just gonna very lightly blend at the edges of that brown before I go in with more shadow. Just wanted to get kind of a diffuse, smoky lower lash. So next I'm gonna take the shade Infinity. I'm gonna use that same brush and just kind of lightly blend at the edge of that like lower lash line as well and kind of fading into this liner. I like to layer like a smoked out liner and a shadow like this, mostly just to really give a dimensional smoky effect. It's one of those things that looks a little scary until it's done, so stick with me here. I'm also gonna add a little bit of smokiness to the outer corner of my upper lid, just kind of creating a little bit of a, like a smoky, just not even wing, just like a smoky rim around the outside of my eye. I really want to use this pink actually. I think I'll use this next Ham. Go Ham? Yes, Go Ham, not just Ham. I'm gonna use this Blend Bunny B5 brush and I want to swirl this around the outside edges of that lower lash line just to get that brown a little bit more diffused. And I feel like the soft pink is just gonna be really pretty alongside of it. Like obviously you could go with the beige or the light tan, but I'm always gonna choose a color pretty much every time. Yeah, I like the effect that's giving because it didn't really take away anything. And there's like a little bit of sparkle in this shade, which in the past I did not like this sort of a formula where it's a matte with sparkle pressed in, but I've learned to enjoy it because I feel like I do tend to add accents of sparkle any chance I get. And I grab a little bit more of that green just to smoke alongside of that lid as well. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks really nice. So I want to take my NYX Glitter Primer now to prep for some shimmer. I'm just going to use my finger. Just going to take a little bit of that. I'm going to lightly tap it, mostly focused on the front half of my lid. Next, I want to take Rex Flex. This is like a super sparkly, shifty sort of shade. I just want to stamp this all across, especially the front half of my lid, and then let it fade into the rest of the green. That is so pretty. That's a really nice shade. I love how glitzy and sparkly that is. That's really, really cool. And I'll just make sure those edges are kind of fading into that green. It's so nice. I like that brilliant flash of pink that goes alongside of that. I want to take Falling with Style now. Cutie Purple. I'm just going to use this old Luxie pencil brush. And I just want to press this up against the front half of my lower lash line. Not a ton, just enough to like give a little accent of dark purple down here. I think it'll be just a cool little splash of contrast. Yeah, just like a subtle little something. For my inner corner, I'm going to take Blast Off. I'm going to use my Game Beauty E05. Oh yeah, that's really nice. And I feel like this purple situation ties this purple highlighter in really, really nicely. I like that. I guess I went for a very Buzz Lightyear look. I didn't even do that intentionally. I guess that was a subconscious choice, but I'll take it. I like that a lot. So I want to use the green mascara. I think it'll be very cool. I am a little nervous, not gonna lie, that it's not gonna look good, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna start by just curling my lashes. I do a mixture of a regular lash curler and a heated lash curler lately. I have a whole process. We'll see how it works with this mascara in particular. I've used ColourPop mascaras in the past, but it's been years. Literal years since I've used a ColourPop mascara, so we're gonna find out together how it goes. I feel like I'm significantly curled. Let's try this green mascara out. I mean, they're pretty green. Not gonna lie. I don't hate that. I don't know that I love it, but I don't hate it. I might just do a black mascara on my lower lashes though, just because I don't have any green down here. I mean, it's definitely interesting. I guess I just have to do the other eye and then decide. Taking my heated lash curler from Grande now to just add even more lift and curl to my lashes. It almost, like, I don't know, as time goes on, I feel like, I don't know, it's like they kind of look green in certain lights, but then in other lights it just looks like I didn't really put any mascara on. It's also not holding a crazy curl or anything for my lashes either, so maybe this isn't my favorite thing. Maybe this isn't meant for me. It might very well be cuter as like an accent on your lower lashes. But for me, maybe this isn't my favorite thing. I might end up just covering black over this. Yeah, I feel like just layering regular black over this eye just looks better. I feel like my eyelash situation isn't at its peak right now because of this weird layering, and maybe this isn't my favorite formula, but it'll work. It'll work. This is just the Essence Waterproof Lash Princess. I'm kind of bummed because I was actually really excited about this mascara. I thought it would be fun, but I don't know. There was just something about it that just wasn't sitting right. I also definitely have little green flakes of mascara on my eye now. Moving on to lips, I'm gonna start with the Nude Honey Pencil from Lawless. Just gonna line and lightly fill in. Nothing crazy here. I was mostly just trying to channel a lip pencil color that kind of flowed with my blush. And then for gloss, I want to use the Buzzin' About gloss, the Buzz Lightyear gloss. I really did do a Buzz Lightyear look today, and it was not the intention. I was just having fun, but I feel like purple and green are very often a combo I do because Beetlejuice. It's very cute though, very, very cute. I figured the purple shifty one would just go with that inner corner, the highlighter, and it's a sheer gloss with just like a little purple reflect. That's really pretty. It smells like candy. I love when lip gloss smells like candy. Thanks so much for watching my video. I had so much fun today. I feel like the makeup turned out really good. Aside from the green mascara just kind of being weird, I'm really happy with just how everything else turned out. Love the way my base looks so much. I love the eyes. I love that shimmer across the lid. It just looks very, very cool. So I think this is a fun little look, and I would love to hear your thoughts. What are you thinking about these products? What do you think about this look? Let's chat down below. If you made it to the end of this video, I guess leave some toy emojis since I played with the Toy Story collection. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN there as well. And also, if you want to, you can subscribe. I'm posting most days over here. And also, the link to my second channel is in my description box if you want to hop over there for additional content. And you are also so welcome to join my channel memberships. Also linked in the description box. There's a couple different tiers with a couple different perks, and I would love to have you. On the screen, I'll pop up a similar video if you want to continue watching. I thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.